2000 here. Happy Easter to everybody. I know this video may be posted later on, but yeah, just want to say Happy Easter to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Happy Easter. And yeah, I'm also going to do movie haul updates. I have picked up a few movies, and here's a preview of one of the movies I picked up. The Entity on Blu-ray. Got it for like $19 at FYE. Brand new and sealed. Yeah, we're gonna do a watch party with me and Sean over at Cinema Sanity and Texas Hardcore. We're gonna do a watch party for this movie, The Entity from 1983. Pretty disturbing, powerful film with Barbara Hirsch. But yeah, that's like one of the previews of the movie hauls, because I'm gonna do a movie haul update for February and March. Just waiting for some stuff to get in. But yeah, let's just get to the reviews. Movie review of Beetlejuice from 1988, directed by Tim Burton. Starring Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Geena Davis, Alec Baldwin, Captain O'Hara, piece of fucking shit Jeffery Jones, and Glenn Shadix. And I forgot the actress who plays their caseworker, Juno. Ironically, that's my channel's name, Juno 2000. But yeah, that actress, I think she appeared in one of the Omen movies, because I did see all the Omen movies, and I think she was in like the second or third movie. Let me know like what movie did that actress go in, folks? If you've seen that actress that played the character Juno, the caseworker for Adam and Barbara, she was in one of the Omen movies. Just let me know what Omen movie she was in. But she's a funny character too when she has the interactions with the football team that are dead, and they keep calling her coach even though she's not even their damn coach. He survived. Coach, where's the men's room? Would you get the hell out of here? Get out of here. Men's room. But yeah, this movie's a lot of fun. And I know there's a second movie coming out. I know that I don't know who else is gonna be in the movie, but I know Winona Ryder's gonna come back. Michael Keaton's gonna come back as Beetlejuice. Catherine O'Hara's gonna come back. I don't know about piece of shit Jeffrey Jones. Um, and I don't know about Alec Baldwin, and I don't know about Geena Davis if they're gonna come back to the second movie, but we'll see how that goes. It's showtime. Yeah, this movie was a lot of fun. You get this character's name, Barbra and Adam Maitlands. They're living in this nice big house. They're getting harassed by the shitty realtor Jane, who keeps like telling them, "You gotta sell the house. It's too damn big," even though it's none of her damn business. Like, they're having their good life, living in a nice big house. Leave them the fuck alone. Quit harassing them. And then they go to town. They try to get something. They come back home, almost hitting a damn stray dog that almost ran into them, and they fell into a bridge that falls into a river, and they drown to death. And then they go back home, thinking everything is okay, until like boom, they're getting warmed up by the fireplace, and Barbara gets her hand burned, but it's not burned because it's only lit on fire on her fingers, and she just blows it off, like showing you that they're actually dead. Then if it was a person, they would have had her hands would have been burned. So like they're wondering what's going on. They read the recently deceased book. They get an uninvited guest by the Deetz family, which is the mom played by Catherine O'Hara, and piece of shit Jeffrey Jones playing the dad, and then the daughter Lydia is played by Winona Ryder, and their unexpected friend Otho, who's a funny character in the movie, is played by Glenn Shadix. A lot of good cast, but fuck Jeffrey Jones. If you're wondering why I keep calling him a piece of shit, it's because fucking he's a fucking pedophile guy. That's why he's a piece of shit. But I seen him in movies like Devil's Advocate and Ravenous, but that guy's a piece of shit. And I don't know if he's gonna be in the movie or not. We'll see. And Catherine O'Hara, I seen her in Home Alone. I seen her in the TV show Schitt's Creek, and she was also in that very underrated Martin Scorsese film, After Hours, which is a very underrated Scorsese film. And Winona Ryder, she was in Heather. She was in Girl Interrupted. She was in Edward Scissorhands, another Tim Burton film that kicks ass. She was in Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. She's in a lot of movies. She's also in the Stranger Things TV show. But it's cool that she's coming back. But yeah, and then their friend Otho is played by Glenn Shadix, and he was in movies like Demolition Man. He also had a small part in Heather's, and he also had a bit of a part in Stephen King's Sleepwalkers, where he plays a pedophile teacher who tries to blackmail the lead character, both knowing who he is, and he's just a fraud student. But the dude just rips his hand off, and he's trying to run away. I'm sorry, and then he hits his face on the wood, and the lead character just starts chewing and eating his neck because he's a vampire and just eating out of his neck. So yeah, that's Glenn Shadix, who played Otho. He played that pedophile teacher that tried to blackmail the lead character. And I think I've seen him in other movies too, but I gotta check out what other movies he's been in. But I just remember that's just the other movie I remember seeing him in was like him playing the pedophile teacher that gets his hand ripped off and then his neck chewed by the vampire lead character. And then of course Adam and Barbara, they're played by Alec Baldwin. Of course, Alec Baldwin was in other movies like Working Girl. What was the other movies he was in? But he was in other movies too. But I just like the only one I see him. The other movie I remember seeing him was Working Girl. But Alec Baldwin, he's in other movies too. But Geena Davis, I seen her in movies like The Fly remake, The Long Kiss Goodnight, Thelma and Louise. Of course, she appeared in that shitty Exorcist TV show, and it was revealed that her character in that TV show was Reagan from the original Exorcist. But that show sank to its ass by season 2 when it got canceled. Man, I didn't care for the show at all. But I like the two actors. Those are good actors. You got some good actors, even besides piece of shit Jeffery Jones. Of course, he also appeared in Fear is Beauty Day Off, which is his most recognizable role as the asshole Rooney principal character that he plays. But on and on, the Deeds are trying to like invade their house, making all this crappy shit to make their furniture look ugly in the house, all this weird stuff. They read the recently deceased book. They meet up with their caseworker Juno, telling them you've been dead for 3 months. And also, there's other people that are waiting to meet with their caseworkers. Like one person's cut in half. One person is burned to burn himself to death by smoking a lot. And I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I think it was Tim Burton's voice that is spoken that few lines where he tells Adam, "You want a cigarette?" "No, thank you. I'm trying to cut down myself." I'm not sure if that was Tim Burton's voice. I might be wrong. It might be somebody else that's voicing, but some people said that was actually Tim Burton's cameo, where he's voicing that skeleton smoking character that offers Adam a cigarette in the waiting room. And of course, there's a other person that's dead, where it's a shrunken head hunter character that keeps looking at Barbara a lot, which is funny. But all in all, the movie is well shot, well lit. It has horror and comedy blend together, because you have like also music that's good and well done by Danny Elfman, who's currently underrated. A lot of people shit on Danny Elfman, but I think he's the most underrated composer that's out there. And I thought the music blend with funny shit, dark humor, and horror in some moments. And the movie is well shot and well lit by Tim Burton. And of course, they meet their caseworker Juno, who's telling them you have to do the deeds yourself. You have to get them out yourself, not nobody else. And she starts explaining about who Beetlejuice is. He used to be my assistant, but he's a little troublemaker jackass that went on in his own. but I guess he's in your little toy set. And of course, they go and try to scare the Deetz by possessing them and singing Harry Belafonte's Dale, the Banana Boat song. Come, Miss Italian, as a piece of banana. They're like, come back. It's a good song and a good freaky musical sequence where they're like moving their arms, shaking their hips, shaking their asses. And it's a well shot scene. I like that musical number scene where that song really fits the movie. And of course they use that song in the second movie's trailer, which is cool. And I like how Otho grabs like a champagne bucket, throws the ice, and uses it as a bongo to match with the music. Do 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 do. That was pretty funny. And yeah, of course they try to freak him out, but they're not scared. Then they're trying to like look up the attic, and then they see the miniature toy set that Adam built, and nothing is apart for them to try to scare him, so they're stuck with that. So they try to go with their second instinct of trying to get some help from Beetlejuice, and they go to the toy set and they go to his graveyard where they try to dig him out. And of course, he flies out of his coffin, and he has this funny ass moment where Michael Keaton just eats up the scene, where he's like, "I'm happy to be back, and you know what? I'm happy to meet you guys. I've been down there for a long time." Of course, because he first saw them on a newspaper before his scene happens. It was like moments before in the movie where he's like in his grave, and he's like in his big old crib, like reading the newspaper. Damn Sandler down 13%. Ooh, we got a good job here. Ooh la la, we got here the Maitlands. Cute couple. Look nice and stupid too. Yeah, it's that part does get me laughing. Like I just like Michael Keaton's performance. Like he amps it up to be creepy, but being a funny dude. And even though he's a little bit of a pervert, but he is pretty funny because he is kind of a pervert in the scene where he's like trying to ask him, "Oh, I'll do with it because I seen the actresses 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every time I seen it. Just because you're talking to a gay guy. So what do you think? You think I'm qualified?" Of course, he's like trying to amp up the scene, and then he's like a pervert, like trying to like. He gets his big old stick, and he's like lifting Barbara's dress, looking at her ass. He's going like, "Oh yeah," and he's like, he stops after they say, "Hey, excuse me, what?" He puts like he drops the stick. "Oh, I got a card here. Oh, here's the rat. Hold it for me, Barbara." And of course, he's trying to like say, "Oh, hey, don't leave. We go to the same store. I got the same shirt as you, Adam. Come on, I'll make you some food in my crib." Of course, they get out, and Beetlejuice is like pissed off, like, "What, you guys? Come on, you bunch of losers! You're working with a professional here." Kicks the damn tree. "Nice fucking model." Wink, wink. Grabs his crotch. It's weird that I had a VHS version where it was like the family version of it where it cut that scene out. But damn it, I wish that was seen within the VHS. But now seeing it on the 4K, which the 4K highly recommend folks pick it up if they've seen it. It looks great in 4K. But that scene is pretty funny. "Nice fucking model." Wink, wink. And of course, he's trying to scare the Deetz, where he turns into this big old giant snake, and the puppetry animation looks pretty good. Where he's like this giant snake attacking Otho Charles. And of course, he's stopped by Barbara, and then he goes back into town, tries to like laugh at their asses, and then saying, "You guys are just losers." And of course, he sees this whorehouse. He's like, "Yeah, Adam, thank you, man. Adam, why'd you build that? I didn't." Of course, it was Juno's idea because she wanted Beetlejuice out of the picture. And of course, she's like arguing with the football team. "Would you guys shut up? Gosh, I can't understand what the hell you guys are saying. Coach, where's the men's room?" "I am not your coach. He survived." Of course, like she's getting so pissed off at them, like telling them, "Get the hell out, men's room." And then she's trying to tell Barbara and Adam, "You gotta freak the Deetz out by going something freaky, by doing a face freeze where you have to make your face stretchy and look scary," which good practical effects. And yeah, of course, after they leave, the football team come back into Juno's room, and she's like, they're telling her, "Coach, I don't think we survived that crash. How did you guess?" Oh my gosh, I always find those parts very underrated. They're never really talked about in the movie. I always find those scenes with with the Juno caseworker and the football team. Those parts are funny. They're pretty underrated parts in the movie because they're not talked about. And of course, Lydia's like trying to find Barbara and Adam, but she encounters Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice is trying to do charades because he can't say his name. So she finally says his name 2 times, but he wants to let her say his name 3 times, one more time. But he's getting all pissed off, like, "You don't need to talk to Barbara, just say my name." And of course, Adam and Barbara are trying to scare the Deetz, but they have to go back as normal because Lydia is there, so they have to stop her before saying Beetlejuice. And of course, the 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 Deetz family are trying to get the stuff like shown to Robert Kulaks, who's like one of the workers that works with Jeffrey Jones character Charles, and they're like doing the seance, and they have like the toy set that Adam made in the living room. Otho has the recently deceased book, and they're doing this seance, which is well shot, well lit with the green light. Because first it's like all dark and in the darkness because everything turns off, the candles turn off, and then it lights this green when Barbara and Adam are forming into their bodies, coming out from the afterlife and forming from the seance into their weddings outfits. And of course, they're decaying at the same time. So Lydia tries to get Beetlejuice to help and get him out of the set by saying his name 3 times: "Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. It's showtime. The juice is loose, motherfucker." And then of course he gets out of the set and he's like had this circus outfit and shit with the carousel hat and stuff, and then he has like these big old hammers where he throws Robert Kulaks and his wife out of the house roof. And then he's like, "Ooh, thank you. I swear, this is why I would not do 2 shows tonight, babe. I won't." He's like huffing his cigarette. "Ooh. Now, what do we got here tonight? Oh, we got here the Maitland, so I think they have enough for a show tonight." Throwing them on the floor. And of course, Otho's trying to get out of there, but like Beetlejuice jumps on him, like, "Don't go round, boy. We're gonna have some laughs." And of course, he's like trying to get out of there, and he stops Otho and he goes, rips his black suit off, and have this Kmart shitty quality blue suit with this music, with this goofy clown music, do 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 do. And Otho's like all freaked out. And then like Beatrice is having this laugh at that shit, and like he's like, "Mom and Dad." He hugs the Deetz family, so uncomfortable. "You know what? Don't worry, Dad, because you can come over anytime you want. And don't forget, the dowry is on me, Dad. Giving him fucking sticks to have as cash and stuff." And of course, this random wedding happens with him and Lydia, and then they're about to get married, and Barbara and Adam are trying to stop him, but they're like, he's like keeps shutting them up, and he wants this wedding to go, and then he's trying to get the ring off this dead finger. It's like, "Don't worry, babe. She had nothing. She meant nothing for me." Like it's pretty funny because like I seen that shit repeated in Bride of Chucky, where Chucky's trying to get married with Tiffany, and he's like biting the ring off the dead finger. But of course, they get interrupted by Beetlejuice because Adam's in the toy set and he gets the truck that Beetlejuice crashing into Beetlejuice's feet to distract him, and then the big old giant sandworm that they were attacked in the movie a few times with good practical effects with the sandworm with the skin having another face on top of it, and then the worm of the sandworm was like a giant snake monster that Barbara goes from the sand dunes and jumping on the sandworm and trying to throw it on top of Beetlejuice to take him to hell, and then boom, stop Lydia from getting married from Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice is destroyed. They have their happy ending. I guess Barbara and Adam are alive, so they live with the Deetz now. And Lydia's coming home from school, happy that she has good grades, celebrating with a Harry Belafonte song. Shake, shake, Genora, shake your body. Shake, 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 Genora, shake your body. Work, work, alright. Good song. And then Beetlejuice is at the waiting room, caressing some girl with her decapitated body, like touching her leg, and then boom, he hits him in the back. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know she was there. You were there. I don't know what's her problem. Of course, he's trying to get to the waiting room. Like, he sees number 4 is coming up, so he has like this long $4 billion number that he has to go through the waiting room. And he steals this voodoo guy's number that has number 4 that's next. And he steals it, and the voodoo guy sees it and just throws this magical voodoo shit to like make him have a shrunken head. Hey, this may look fine for me. And of course, Lydia's celebrating with the Harry Belafonte song, and the football team are jamming to her dance and music in the background. It's a well shot ending. Good ending. Good movie. Criminally underrated. Good cast. Great music. Great cinematography. Great writing. Great characters that are written. Because I like the characters. Barbra and Adam, they're well done as the Maitlands. They're the couples that are lead of the movie. And you got other characters that are well written, like Delia Deetz, that's played by Keaton. Her performance is good. I thought her performance was good, like playing this bitchy character that's like making these ugly, shitty artworks like that she keeps making, and Charlie doesn't like them. Like, her performance is good. Winona Ryder's good as Lydia. She has like this goth character that's well written, that's well cool and well written. Was it Otho? That's played by Shadix. His performance was funny. We had to pray the closets are bigger than this one. Ooh, Audie and Harriet. Yeah, like a lot of funny lines in the movie. Nice fucking model. Oh, Mom and Dad, it's showtime. Yeah, this movie has a lot of good lines, good cast, good music, good directing by Tim Burton. One of his best movies, hands down. But yeah, I enjoy Tim Burton's movies. Even this one, Corpse Bride. I may review this one another time, but I do think this is one of his most underrated movies, Corpse Bride. Hopefully, I get that. It's because the fucking bright of the light keeps like hitting the poster, but yeah, hopefully I get to review that one day. That's a criminally underrated Tim Burton film. But yeah, that's my review for Beetlejuice from 1988, folks. Tim Burton's classic. And he's going to come back to direct the second movie, which I'm looking forward to that. Happy that he's directing, nobody else. Because I would have been bummed if he would have been not directing it. But I just hope it's a good movie. Not that stupid ass realm where they're going to make Beetlejuice a loser. They're going to make the older characters losers. And they're going to have like new shitty characters that trying to make fun of him, trying to be the better centerpiece of the movie, and have all this cringy ass bullshit. I just hope it's not in that stupid realm of Bill and Ted 3, Face of Music, the new Star Wars shit, the new fucking Halloween 2018 movie, and all that new re-renting sequel shit. I just hope they don't have that stupid crap and makes it his own, be funny, entertaining, and great. But yeah, hopefully that will come out good. Have a good day, everybody. Take care. Hit the like, subscribe, and take care, folks. Bye bye.